We got to talk about Jalin Hyatt here. This might be his week. Is this Jalin Hyatt's chance, guys?
I think the Giants, East Rutherford, may have called the PI to find this guy because he's been wanted. He's been on milk cartons.
But yeah, guys, we got to talk about Jalin Hyatt. So obviously, we're talking about Nabers. We don't know what's going to happen here. He's having some issues, obviously with the concussion still. And until they clear him, we're not gonna see him. And what that is, we don't know. The Giants don't control that. Independent doctors control that 100%. They're going to cover themselves as they should and have to. You got the heel injury with Wan'Dale Robinson. We don't know how much he's going to play. I think he's going to play personally, but does that mean he's going to get the full workload he usually gets? I don't know. Depends on how bad the heel is. Only Dable knows and Wan'Dale knows, pretty much. That's well, obviously some other people in the building too, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, we don't say there's a training staff. There's a strength and conditioning staff.
There's at least 2 or 3 other people.
Yeah.
But it's like we got to figure out what's going to happen in that scenario, because if either one of them or both of them are out, or if Wan'Dale can't handle a full workload, does Jalin Hyatt finally get a chance, guys? I'm not so sure. I know there's a lot of Hyatt people that are like big on Hyatt. They want to see it. Guys, he had every opportunity to beat Slayton out, and he couldn't do it. Flat out couldn't do it. And I feel like he's still that one-trick pony of like he's a fast guy, can get down the field. But right now, with the way Daniel Jones is throwing the ball, and this is where I got attacked by both the Daniel Jones fans and the Jalin Hyatt fans. The way Daniel Jones is throwing the ball, what's the one thing he really sucks at right now? Throwing the ball.
Deep ball.
Like there's other things he sucks at. This I'm saying really is bad at. Like he's atrocious at throwing the ball deep right now, guys. So when you have a guy that all he can do is run faster than everybody else and get a 9 route down the seam at that point and go ahead and create some separation, guess who's probably not going to get the ball? Because either DJ's not going to see him or he's not going to throw him the ball properly and be off by a couple yards. The next thing you know, he's going to be done. Like think about like the play that Nabers had a couple weeks ago where he literally ripped the ball out of the corner's hands and what would have been an interception otherwise. Jalin Hyatt ain't doing that, guys.
No, he's a little too small for that.
Yeah, like that guy has like spaghetti noodle arms. Like he's tiny.
You see an inflatable guy that sits in front of a used car lot.
Yeah, like he's not good at great at jump balls. He's got every single guy in the NFL basically that scouted him said he's a project as far as route running, and I blame Tennessee, by the way, not him. Tennessee did not set him up for success. They just went, you can run the ball deep, and we can toss it to you from your deep routes. And they just did that over and over again because it kept working. So I get it from their perspective. Their perspective is I want to win football games. But as a college, you got to set people up for success as well in the NFL. Same as if you were going to, let's say, Tennessee for biology and you wanted to be a biologist. Using a random analogy here. Would you be a little ticked off if they didn't teach you what you needed to know to become a biologist?
Pretty much.
They didn't teach him what he needed to be an NFL receiver. They didn't teach him the route tree, all this kind of stuff, and give him that chance. So, unfortunately, there's a learning curve. That's why he dropped to the 3rd round for us guys. So
we thought it was a steal.
Yeah. We said it going into it. We said he's a one-trick pony, and he's a project.
We also thought it was a steal, too. We jumped on it for the 3rd round.
Oh, listen, I still think he's a steal in the 3rd round just because of the potential. Because of what he can do speed-wise. You can't teach speed. You got it or you don't. But we thought he was going to go late 1st round, early 2nd. We said, oh, God, no.
Yeah.
I'm fine where we got him. But we didn't want him that high. But like I said, I just don't think the combo of a guy who can only run the ball, run deep routes, basically, and a guy who can't throw the ball deep, that's not a good combo.
No.
Yeah, like that's trying to have a combo of a chocolate milk and somebody who's lactose intolerant. Like it's not going to go well. Like,
well, depends on who's watching.
I'm just saying, like it's not going to go well. Like that's where we're at. I think the bigger thing is I think you have a chance for Theo Johnson to finally have a decent game and see what he's got. I think also Bryce Ford Wheaton is a guy who could be a sneaky guy to get a little playing time in this game because of that. We haven't seen him on offense yet. He's been all special teams. But let's be frank, we haven't seen anybody really except the big three. Slayton, Wan'Dale, and Nabers. DJ might have to spread the ball around this game.
100% does if he wants to win this game.
Yeah. And like I said, I think Bryce Ford-Wheaton is a guy who's going to be interesting to see if he gets some playing time because he does run good routes. He does get the jump ball. His problem has always been his hands. He had a ridiculous drop rate in college. Hopefully the Giants saw something, fix that, and can see what he can do at that point there. But he's got the physical tools where I think he fits DJ's, abilities much better. So we'll see what happens. And who knows? Could be we're talking out of our tuchuses there at that point, to put it nicely. And Nabers and Wan'Dale Robinson both playing. They're both healthy, and they're both, no issue whatsoever. And it's business as usual. We throw to 3 guys, and that's it.
Yeah.
But
let's hope we can run the ball. Let's hope,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got to spread the ball around. That's for sure. Like, that's 100%. Not sustainable. Like, that's why Nabers got hurt. How many times did you slope him a play?
Do you see that Dan Jones came out today saying that that it wasn't prior injuries that's keeping him from throwing the ball deep? It has to do with some mechanics and some a lot of the play call.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Although he's tied with Lamar Jackson for deep balls like that in the NFL.
I just feel like that's like the equivalent of like asking somebody after a relationship's over what ended it. Like, oh, I don't know. It was mutual decision.
No, it wasn't me. It was her.
Yeah, like that's what I feel like. Like, just admit I'm banged up. I'm having trouble because of the neck. But I don't know. It wasn't necessarily admitted to the media. But I wouldn't say it that way. Like, oh, it's the play calling. It's this, that. It was like, say it's. I got to work. I got to work harder at that. That's all there is to it. And move on.
You pretty much said it like that as well.
I should be.
But you say it's not. Just saying there wasn't many deep routes to throw to.
I should definitely be the PR person for the Giants. I'm just saying. Every time I see something stupid, I want to like strangle them. Not in an actual physical way, for the record. We won't get banned by YouTube for threatening Giants players.
Just the PR press.
I'm just saying, Pat Hanlon, if you're out there. But yeah, like I said, guys, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. That's for sure. So,
if you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.